Okay, boys and girls. All right, I'm going to start this now. This is going to be our math that we studied about this week. We're still going to continue studying about place value probably until after National Day weekend, the holiday weekend. So your robots, I wanted to get those done, but I just don't think they're going to happen right now. But if you want to do it like as an activity, like for instance, if you get your work done and we have a little extra time later on, you can always work on your robots, okay? But right now, we're going to kind of put them to the side because Miss Marissa has a lot of material to cover, okay? So, but we'll still talk about it here, and we'll talk about on YouTube, and if you have any questions or you want me to explain something more, I'm more than happy to do that. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. What do I want to share? Here's my screen, I guess, share. Okay, we're going to look at Miss Marissa's pictures here. Okay, so one thing, ooh, that's really big. Okay, we can make this bigger, I guess, yeah? Okay, all right, so one thing we talked about, what we're trying to talk about, okay, you can see it. I'm sorry, it's teeny tiny, but I want to make it bigger. Okay, can I move it? There we go. Okay, so place value. We have your thousands, your hundreds, your tens, and your ones. So place value is where you place your numbers. Do you have a place in this world? Yeah, you're a student, okay? Or if Mom and Dad say it's time to eat dinner, do you have a place where you sit down and eat dinner? Yeah, because it's your place. Well, numbers, when you line them up, they also have a place. So if you look at the number 1,356, we say that 6 is in the ones place, 5 is in the tens place, 3 is in the hundredth place, and 1 is in the thousands place. So each of those numbers has their own place, okay? Now, when Miss Marissa says that we're going to make the word form of a number, it just means that we're going to spell it out. So like a number is like a picture, right? When you think of the number 10, you might think of the number 10, right? The 10 number. Or you might think of 10 things in your head, right? 10 jelly beans, 10 toys, 10 teddy bears, 10 cars. It could be anything 10 in your mind. Well, also, they have a word form. So, like you, like Rashid, or like Noof, or like Noaf, or like Turkey, when you think of them, you think of their faces, right? Okay, so that's kind of like numbers. Numbers are kind of like their faces. But if you were to spell their names, Turkey's name is Turki. So now you're taking the face, which is like the number, and you're taking their names is their spelling. So 10, when we spell 10, we're going to match it to T-E-N. And when we say 100, we're going to match it to the 100, right? You have 20, we match it to 20. And 5 is 63, 63. Now the reason there's this little dash right here is because it's a two-part number in the tens place. So when you say 63, they want you to dash it just so that you remember that it's not just a one like stuck together number, it's two numbers in one. All right, so if you had 163, you would write 100 and then 63. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so let me go back. to this, okay? And here, let's see. Does it just go to the next one or did I missed my other computer. Okay, escape. Okay, so let's go back to see how far it goes. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Nope. Okay, let's go back here to this photos. Okay, so while I'm figuring this out, I will try to figure this out. Just give me time here. So anybody have any questions about that, right? Do we understand that, we're talking about word form and we're talking about, why is this being weird? Oh, it downloads, this is what I want. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk about is, let me get back to here. Oh, where are you? Uh-oh, where'd you go? All right, there you are. Okay, another thing I want to talk to you about is, okay, all right, is expanded form. When we use to expand, it means to stretch it out. Do you get up in the morning when your mom and dad wake you up in the morning, you go, oh. And you're just stretching out your muscles because they're like sore, or maybe your back's feeling kind of cranky and stuff like this. So you're stretching, right? Well, expanded form means you're stretching out the number. So when we stretch out 453 and we look at our place value again, what number is the 3 in? It's in the ones. So how many ones do we have? 3. So that's 3. Okay, and 5 is in what part? Do you remember? It's in the tens. And how many tens is the 5? 5, right, okay. And how many hundreds? This is in the hundreds, number 4. How many hundreds do we have? 400. So when you add 400 plus 5 tens, 5 times 10 is 50, and you have 1 3, then you're going to have 453. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're going to look at the base 10. All right. Base 10, I'm going to show you 3 different things to show you, and this is kind of like the expanded form because I wanted to show you how it's broken down. So base 10 uses like blocks or little units as they're called. And these are these ones, or they're called units. All right. So base 10 blocks have little ones, like the little rubber bands I was going to have you guys do. Remember, you're going to use these as our ones. Remember? Okay. I changed that too. I'll tell you about later. Okay. So we have our ones. And if you put 10 of those together, you have tens. And if you put 10 of those tens together, you're going to have 100. Ms. Bertha, how do I know that for sure? Okay, so how do we have 10? Let's count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many times did I say 10, did I count by tens to get to 100? 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many times? 10. So we know that that block, which has 100 squares or 100 units stuck together, is hundreds. So my number here is, if I bring this over here, I have 1 100. Is there another 100 on this page? No. So we have 100, right? Right. And here we have how many tens? How many full tens do we have there? 3. So we have 3 times 10, right? There's 3 tens. So that's 3 times 10. Okay? And here we have 3 ones. We have 3 times 1 because there are 3 ones, right? So we know that 100, or 1 times 100 is 100 because you have by itself 1, right? And we know that 3 times 10, 10, 20, 30, 3 tens is 30. And we know that we have 100, or we have 3 ones, okay, and 3 ones is 3, right? Okay, so this means that your 3 is gonna go here in your ones place. Your 3 is gonna go here in your tens place. And your 1 is gonna go here in your ones place. So this base 10 number is 133. Does that make sense? So let's look back at the expanded form. You see the change? It's about the same thing. Instead, Miss Marissa multiplied instead of adding. This breaks it down, and this helps you remember with your stretching, okay? All right, let's look at one more. I think this is the one I want. Yes. So the last one we have is number form. And number form just means, like I said, like the face of turkey, it's just the number itself. So I've got lots of numbers there. Do you see them? There's 1 and 5 and 52 and 541 and 999. These are just the number forms, okay? This is the way I usually write my 1, but I've seen some of you write your 1s like that. But if you're going to write your 1s like that, Miss Marissa would like you to write your 7s like this, okay? Because when you guys are writing and I have to correct your homework, if you write your 1s like this, I need the 7s like this, okay? But if you write your 1s like this, you don't have to put this line there. This just helps me see the difference between this number and this number, okay? I've noticed in your 9s, some of you do this loopy thing. It's okay, but if it's easier, you can write your 9s like this too, all right? And I've seen some of you write your 4s different than Miss Marissa. Some of you do this thing, and that's fine, or you can write them like Miss Marissa. But if they are not written nicely, I will count off. Because I've said it before, I must see your best handwriting. This is Miss Marissa's best handwriting. I would never put not my best handwriting on the board. Okay? So your best handwriting must be on your work. And I'm going to say this from this point. So I hope you're listening, boys and girls, and moms and dads, because I think moms and dads will understand. But if I don't get your best handwriting, I'm going to start taking points. Because I want to put nice and tidy and neat work on the boards. So your best. Not, I got to finish so I don't have any homework. No, I want you to do your best. There's no race, okay? And homework's not bad, it's just practice. And we talked about that too. So that's another lesson. But we're going to stick to the numbers. I'm going off on a tangent. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, now, I'm gonna stop screening my share. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so now we talked a little bit about targets. Do you remember targets? You know how they're dartboard? You hit the dart, boom. You throw another one and you hit the board, right? Right? Okay. So when we're looking at place values, just another way to remember this, okay? So when we do math next week, I think you guys are all going to be professionals in place values, okay? We talked about a really hard question, all right? So first question is really easy. What's my name? Right, Miss Marissa. Okay, so for Miss Marissa, since that's an easy question, I'm going to give you one dot. You're going to throw. Okay. What's my surname? What's my last name? Miss Marissa what? Miss Marissa Brown. Nope. Miss Marissa Zombie. Nope. Miss Marissa Green. You're right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Ready? No, this is an easy one. Do I speak a little bit of Arabic? Or a little bit? Yep, you're right. Okay, so we're going to put another number because that's an easy one because you've heard me say it, right? Okay. Now, my next question is, where am I right now? Yeah, I'm still at school and it's dark outside. What's wrong with me? Okay, one more. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Let me think. Really hard. Really hard. Okay. I have a hard one for you. Are you ready? Which days, no, that's, I know. When is Sultan Haytham's birthday? Anybody know? You're supposed to know this if you're Omani. Anybody can tell me when Sultan Haytham's birthday? Huh? I'm gonna give you 100. You don't know? Okay, let's just say you know. Okay, I thought it was the same day as mine. I was wrong. It's not the same day as mine. My birthday is on 13 October, as some of you guys know. But Sultan Haytham's birthday is on 11 October. So that's such a hard question because he's just become Sultan. So it's hard to remember that. So if I have 100, I have 100, right? 100. How many tens? How many tens do I have? 1 and 10. Very good. How many ones do I have? 3. You are right. And so what is my total points? What are my total points? Can you see that? Oops, what are my total points? Anybody can tell me? Yep. Yep. 113. Very good. All right. So boys and girls, tomorrow we have English. And tomorrow we're doing an English project for Oman. Okay? So I need you guys to think, and we're also going to be working on sight words, okay? Because we need to remember them. I wanted to do another video, but maybe I'll do one tomorrow, okay, to help you practice, okay? So this is gonna go in recycling now, okay? But I do need you guys to remember that we are going to work our best handwriting on this project tomorrow in English, okay? So So I need your attention tomorrow. So tomorrow we have English, Arabic, Arabic. Today is the 16th of November. Okay, 16th, Monday. So tomorrow you will have a project to do Omani National Day project so that we can finish it by next week. I want to finish it by next week, okay? So I will show you what I want you to do. It's going to be with your hands and your colors. So please bring your colors and bring your scissors if you have them at home. And we're going to make something really special for National Day, okay? All right, that's it. I'm done with math today. And I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.